It's like, damn, really on the nose there. Yeah, it's perfect brightness where I can see it right now. Just keep all these.
Should I turn the light off or?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
All these settings are fine. Go to class first. Bandit. Physique. Large upper body. Gift. I could make this all extremely easy and get the master key. Just to give an explanation for all these items you get as a gift, because every one of these games that you start out as with a gift, so to speak, which is a item you get at the start. Goddess Blessing restores your health and any status effects. Black fire bombs, very powerful fire bombs. Twin humanities, very fucking useful items. Humanity lets you kindle a bonfire and in reverse your hollowing. And kindling a bonfire means you have more Estus flasks. Binoculars let you see far away. I know where I can find these in game. So, pendant. This is actually a very funny item. It does absolutely nothing. And why is that funny? For years, and I mean years, people tried to find the use for this in game.
There's
until Miyazaki himself came out and said, "Oh no, it does nothing. I put it in there as a joke." Master key lets me open any basic locked doors. Nothing that requires like a specific key. Tiny Being's ring gives me an increase on health, obviously, and the Old Witch's ring has no obvious effect at first, but if I take it, I'm able to actually speak with a certain character in game. I could use these to kill the first boss really quickly and get his hammer. But, I don't plan on using the hammer for the playthrough, so...
That would not be a very barbarian thing to do.
That, very true. Old Witch's ring. Conan hates witches. We're gonna take the key. Well. Base.
I like how even though there were two options, there were still like a bunch of different areas for options to be in.
Yeah. A little thorough and cleric here.
You can be whatever gender you want, but they just don't give you the option.
If I wanted to be female, I would be playing Red Sonja. That is actually that is a good character. There we go. Color. He has very black hair.
So while we're doing this, I'm going to do some quick housekeeping. Cult of the Lamb is still ongoing. It is not canceled. The last stream was just unbearable to listen to. It's a good thing we didn't do anything super important in there. We basically just fought the first mini-boss of Anura. That being said, during that stream we got a $50 donation, and that donation came with the stipulation that I play A Hat in Time. I am in the process of doing a test run for that game. I am still trying to get the recording down, and I want it to be the best that I want it to look. But aside from that, there's still a few other ideas in the pipeline. Right now, I've been playing a lot of Pikmin 4. I'm probably going to do a Let's Play of that at some point.
I'm just trying to find very strong features, you know, make him look strong.
Make him look like an Arnold.
I'm trying to follow more of the books. If I was doing Arnold, I would have done brown hair.
And when I say I'm planning on doing a Let's Play of Pikmin 4, I mean just Pikmin 4 for right now. Because I'm not good enough at Pikmin 1, 2, or 3 to, like, 100% them. I mean, I got all the treasure parts in Pikmin 1. Or not the treasure parts, the ship parts. And Pigman 3 has taught me that Louis is a freak.
That's fine. Important note. Every class starts at a different level, right?
Right?
The level is very self-explanatory, but the only one that starts at level 1 is the Pyromancer.
Hang on, go back to the Deprived. Oh my god, is his dick out? Oh, he's got a loincloth.
He's got a loincloth, but if you mess with the model at all, like if you shrink it, you can't actually see a dick or pubic hair, apparently. Now, obviously, I'm playing on the PlayStation, so
yeah. Also, we don't want to get absolutely annihilated by YouTube.
Yeah. I was considering either the warrior or but the bandit is gonna fit the theming more. Boom. Bum, 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 bum.
Conan the Librarian.
I would put like the full title in there if I could, but it's not long enough.
It's too long.
Yeah, because saying Conan the Barbarian or Conan of Samaria is too long. So from here on out, we are Conan of Lordran.
Well, that's not very dark.
Age of ancients.
Very bright.
How much do you
actually.
know? How much do you know about the story of this series?
Shrouded by
I know there's a lot of lore.
There was quite a lot, actually.
Gray crags, arch trees.
So for this playthrough, I'm going to do my best to do as many quest lines as possible, and I'm going to do the entirety of the DLC, which I've never done before.
And with fire
I'm probably gonna do that for Hat in Time too. I'm just not gonna do any of the like real challenge area shit.
So what this is explaining is how the Age of Fire came into being. Because before then, there were the great dragons on the surface, but below is where the first flame was, where souls began.
Then from the dark they came
And
and found the souls of lords.
This is the origin of humanity. Now it's believed that this is connected. Alright, if you didn't know,
Nico, the first
Dark Souls was originally going to be a sequel to Demon Souls, but FromSoft didn't have the rights to make a sequel. So there's some references here and there.
Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight.
A lot of people still consider, I know a lot of people consider them connected anyway. Is there still like connections and references between all of these games?
So
One could say it's the furtive pygmy.
so easily forgotten.
Don't forget him.
with the strength of
No, I'm not joking.
Don't forget him.
Yes, he'll be important later.
Gwyn's mighty bows.
Along came Zeus.
Western skills. Witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease.
Danny DeNito.
And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
That's not entirely true, but we'll get there.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
There is one thing I know about Dark Souls though.
You die a lot?
But
Listen well, there are two bells to
flames
ring.
will fade,
In the parish above,
only dark
and in the
will
poisonous mire down below.
Oh dear God, yeah, blight. I fucking hate Blighttown.
Even
Alex,
now,
if you're watching, I'm sorry for referencing that song. I promise I like more than just Lord Vessel.
Well, you know, that's the first song with them I've ever heard today, so it's not like I can say much else here.
I feel like I've played Kaiju for you at one point.
Maybe.
And no, that song is not about Godzilla.
The dark sign. That is the symbol of the curse of the undead.
Drop your sign.
I can actually explain, I can't explain a lot of stuff that's going on if you need context. But a lot of the lore of this series is told through item descriptions and through talking with every NPC you meet.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Meanwhile, the dead are corralled and led to
Where they
the,
are
to the
locked
west.
away to await the end.
They're
of the
corralled
world.
here. Is there a chocolate fountain? I've never actually been to a golden corral. I just know they have chocolate fountains.
I have. It's
This
Not worth it.
barely passable.
Not worth it. Not worth going.
Not worth it, no. There are better buffets.
The only buffets I find that I ever enjoy are like Chinese buffets. I actually do have a bit of a story about a buffet because it sucked. We're looking like beef jerky over here.
Enjoy your dinner.
There's bro. Too bad he's gonna die in the next 10 minutes. We start with a broken sword. Players that are much better than me can do the entire game with a broken sword. I, however, cannot. We'll have to fight that later. Alright, so, actually,
He was defenseless.
Alright, so, since... I guess I'll read these tutorial markings right here for now. Camera controls. That's the light attack. To the attack. Let me see if this is the button that... Oh, that's just the dash button. You press the triangle button, you'll two-hand the weapon. Actually, I might be keeping a broken sword for upgrading throughout the game, as there is something special you can do with a broken sword. You ready for a lot of very, very slow ladders?
I'm ready to sing Snake Eater when you are.
Yeah, so Dark Souls 1 does not have a option to go up ladders quickly. Every game after this one does. But in this one, you go up the ladder the slow way.
Good thing there's not 300 fucking rungs.
There might be one ladder that does, I don't remember. That is not the demon we saw a minute ago, by the way. I can fight this thing now, but look at how much damage I do.
Boy, he thick.
So, there's some people that can do that with this, but that'll take us a good little bit. By going this way will give us the rest of our gear. Put the shield.
Nice shooting, Hawkeye.
Backstab! We'll be getting very familiar with backstabbing soon. Holy crap, why does that one just not want to die?
That's a very skinny tank.
Oh, it's probably designed with you using your actual weapon in mind of enemy, I guess. Now, when you see a white fog wall, that does not mean you're about to fight a boss in this game. I just figured that would be pertinent information.
You'll walk through the fog as you welcome death. Didn't see that coming.
How'd you get me, bitch? Fuck you. Okay, there is actually an important reason to two-handed weapon. So, as you can see, I'm running around with only a shield in one hand, the axe in the other. If you two-hand a weapon, let's check the dex requirement on the axe real quick. It's a dex requirement of 8, right? As long as you have the dex to use the weapon, but not the other stats required, if you two-hand a weapon, you can still use it at its base damage at least. If you don't have the other required stats, then you can't use the weapon effectively. But if you can use the weapon effectively, two-handing it, 50% damage increase.
Oh, you're no hollow. Hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
No.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
It's a very long fucking saying.
And I can die with hope.
Saying you have a saying in your family is like a quick sentence, not like a descriptive paragraph.
Take
what
this.
the fuck?
An Estus flask, an undead favorite.
There we go.
Oh,
The most important item that we'll ever have in our inventory.
Now I must bid. I would hate to harm you, and thank.
So if we leave this area, we'll soon hear a. And he's dead. We could have actually killed him by that. But he was dying anyways, like I didn't want to be an ass.
Took a hit. Game over.
I'm not doing a hitless. That is a thing people try. I have never done it because I know I'm not good enough for that. Ooh. Ah, you dropped the sword. Nice. Oh, just to let you, another thing to know. There is no selling items in this game, so, hello there, Asylum Demon. What you doing? See that fucker? Oh, fuck. I took it on. I was gonna show you what you could do with this guy, but, he destroyed the rafter up there already. Never actually. Oh, I'm mid-rolling. Fuck. Change equipment. Move. in every single one of these games I can think of. Not the boss specifically, but like the animations. There's an entire boss type in Elden Ring that just fights like this fat fuck does. And with that, we have defeated Nico Avocado. We have a humanity. Hell yeah. Yes, we have a humanity. Farming those will be very useful later.
For what it's worth, I am monitoring the stream on my end. Cuz is the one who's playing, and I am just here for support.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Bird up!
They should have just done a "you died there."
Asylum in pilgrimage.
Like, you're not even safe in the cutscenes.
I think
to the
there's a meme
land of
for
the
that.
ancient lords. Lordran.
Zelda poster is about to fall off the wall. Where Campbell was, she's curled up underneath the chair over there. Alright. Now, when Lordran level up in bonfires. Alright. Go to change equipment and remove the hood. Boom. How's new items? Use our humanity right here. Rest. First hollowing. The first bonfire seems to always be kindled, so we'll always have 10 if we come here. Alright. Before I level up, let's go gather up all these items. 3 humanities! Woo! Alright, let me actually do this real quick.
Somebody I follow on YouTube just uploaded a every Pikmin 4 boss ranked. And I honest to God hope that the Groovy Long Legs is up there. I love that fucking thing. It is so silly, but it's just fun.
Alright. It is a pretty funny enemy. Who is that a phantom? Okay, that's a player phantom. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? He looked like an actual NPC for a second. I don't know this guy's name.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum.
Whenever I was playing the game, I was reading faster than the dialogue was being spoken. So I was like skipping all the dialogue because I was reading it so fast. But for the sake of anyone watching, I'm wanting not to fucking do that.
Undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you.
No, because I'm gonna go kill things.
It is.
Can you kill this guy?
Isn't it?
You can kill every single person in the game and still play it.
Cleave him in twain.
Nah, not right now.
Conan the Barbarian just isn't feeling up to it right now.
He's not gonna kill people if he thinks he doesn't just kill it indiscriminately. This guy will get killed later. Not right now, though.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted.
This is Petrus.
Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
And you will die eventually. Now let's go start grabbing items. Elevator yet? Call the Lost Undead. Jumping is awkward in this game. There's not a jump button. How it works is this: you have to be running, and then press the O button, the run button again, so that you can get a leap. Elden Ring just straight up has a jump button. Right. Cracked red eye orb. Morning Star and Talisman. Homeward Bone. Oh, it's very funny I found a Homeward Bone here.
Homeward Bone?
What?
Homeward Bone?
Homeward Bone. It lets you teleport to the last bonfire you rested at. But, it's very funny that I found it here next to the Bone Zone. As you're about to see. These fucking skeletons. I'm going to be ignoring them pretty much. Just gathering items. The winged spear. The Zweihander. Binoculars. I'm not going to die here because fuck, I'm not going through here again like that.
A lot of other people died here, though.
Yes, because they're doing the same thing I'm doing. The thing about the skeletons is they don't just deal damage, they deal bleed if they hit you enough. Oh fuck! He teleported on top of me. Fucking asshole. I don't lose
You're supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, not Jeff Goldblum.
There we go. Now, now I have reset the area. Those skeletons are not very fun to fight.
I can imagine.
These. Oh, okay. I don't have a thing for pushing and talking.
I do, though. Hopefully that should get rid of a lot of the echo.
The only stats we will be pretty much leveling the entire game are going to be dexterity, strength, endurance, and vitality. That's pretty much it. And dexterity is only going to be for a couple of levels so I can use very specific weapons. Put one in here now. 2 in strength.
I see a lot of numbers and my brain just turns off.
Oh. Pull up stats. All of these are incredibly easy to understand.
Right, it's just, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, obviously your stats are on the left. Vitality is health. Attunement helps with, like, casting spells, obviously. But the more you level your attunement, the more attunement slots you have for spells. Endurance is your stamina and your equip load, so carry heavier shit. And attack more and run more. Strength and dexterity are your things for physical weapons for damage. Resilience is absolutely useless, don't level it. It's supposed to help with resistances to things like curse, resist, and bleed. What are you looking for? I told you she was over here. Intelligence is for sorceries, and faith is for miracles, which are the 2 types of magic in this game. Whoa. two of the three types. There's pyromancies also that don't require either of these really. Oh, and everything else on the right here is your defenses and your resistances, basically. The parentheses there is like a percentage, I believe, or it might be an extra flat, like on top of what you already have. So I have a total, when it comes to physical defense right now, of 101. Start ascending. I'm having to get used to I'm having to get readjusted to this control scheme. As Elden Ring, since it has jumping, the X button is jump instead of what was that? It's an item. Item up there, I'll have to get later. I quit throwing bombs, asshole. There's an item down there.
Goodbye. God damn. I mean, you gotta hide them somehow.
Yeah, the rag dolls in this game bring me so much joy. They are so stupid. Soul lost undead. Rat! God damn it.
That was a New York rat.
Oh no, that's a Jersey rat. I'll show you the New York rat later. There is indeed a giant rat that makes all the rules in this game. And they are definitely quite a lot of trouble, if you know what I mean. The Undead Burg is a very easy area. It's still like an extended part of the tutorial, I would say. There's still different nooks and crannies to look around to try and find items. Ooh, speaking of finding items. So we are about to get a taste of what we're about to experience in the near future.
Big dragon.
I'm gonna cut the thing's tail off later. Fucking archer. I have an arrow in my arm. Actually, next I'm gonna have to show you a funny picture I have somewhere where it's my Elden Ring character that has like 9 different fucking arrows hanging out of him. There's a group of enemies in Elden Ring that essentially are just walking railguns.
You really just took that fucking crossbow point blank, didn't you?
Yep. Can't block for long if your poise sucks, asshole. Tori, let's use all these. And there is no fast travel for a very long time, might I add. We get it eventually, halfway through the game. You can only go to very hyper-specific spots. Great, right? But honestly, I prefer it that way.
Sometimes you just want to take in the sights.
It means you have to actually keep in mind where you're going a lot more. As there is no map. A map of this game, at least in-game, does not exist. You can find one online. Alright, we got 3 levels. You can find one online, but when playing, you have to keep in mind where you're going, like, as much as possible. Alright. Let's level up our endurance a couple levels. And we'll go up a vitality for more health.
For what it's worth, if there are any questions, feel free to ask. I will relay them to Cuz here.
Alright. Don't worry, I will answer. If anyone has anything, I will answer questions on like mechanics that I know of or lore that I know of.
Any pro tips?
Any pro tips right now?
No, I just mean like in general.
Well, like in general, I can give a decent one right now. These games are not as hard as people think they are. I know, like they have a reputation, but most of it is just pattern recognition and like learning the enemy's movements. But when it comes to difficulty, this game is as hard as you want it to be. There are ways that you can just utterly break these and make it the easiest fucking thing on earth. Like sorceries and magic just destroy the difficulty of this game. Because spells can just break through enemies like it's nothing. It's actually kind of crazy.
Consumstra asked, "This game is hard?"
I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to be funny or not.
I mean, I've definitely heard that before, that these games aren't really that difficult. They're just more based on like understanding how the attacks are being telegraphed and when to attack.
Yeah. Like let me do an attack right here. When you do an attack, you are dedicating yourself to finishing that animation. There are some you can start and then can X out of. Let me see. Like if I do a light attack here, I can kind of stop and turn around and roll away. But not every weapon will do that. When playing this game, you are committing to an attack, so you need to be able to make sure where you're attacking is where you're attacking and when you want to do it. There are some bosses that are incredibly easy, like the Moonlight Butterfly. We'll get to that one eventually.
You seem to have your wits about
Consumstra is actually playing Demon Souls while watching.
Trade for souls.
That's actually one I have not played yet. I need to at some point. We're going to buy a lot of this man's bombs.
Meanwhile, I keep saying if I'm going to start the Soul series, I'm going to start with Bloodborne.
And that is probably one of the harder ones to start with. So
yeah, but my understanding is that when you start with Bloodborne, it actually makes all the other games more fun.
Yeah. I actually have no idea what the dried finger does. It is an item that was made specifically for this game, like the remastered version of Dark Souls. I have no idea what it does. We'll need this later for a side quest, I believe. And this is the bottomless box, and that lets you put items from your inventory into a box at bonfires.
All right, so apparently the dried finger will reset your invasion timer to 0, which means you get invaded more often.
Thank you kindly.
Let me go ahead and equip all those bombs. There's a reason I have these. It will be very apparent soon. I bought a bunch of bombs. Where are they? I must have said no whenever I went to buy them.
Oh, I hope you.
I thought I saw black fire bombs in there.
No, I guess I hit no instead of like yes when purchasing. Yeah, I must have hit cancel instead. Fuck it, we'll buy 20. And equipment. Get as many bombs as possible. I'm going to cheese an annoying enemy.
So if they were going to make a Dark Souls movie, who do you think should play the main character?
I don't know. They're making a Dark Souls anime right now, apparently.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's Netflix. Fuck off. Use master key. Spearmen are some of the most annoying motherfuckers in this game.
That was just a door opening sound effect.
Yes.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System? I used to actually be able to do a pretty decent Arnold, like Conan voice. For anyone wondering, every one of these games I'm going to be doing, if I do more of the FromSoft games after this, all the runs are going to be themed runs like this.
This current run is Conan themed.
Conan of Samaria.
Conan the Librarian.
Oh, Soul of a Lost Undead. This area I'm at, that'd be very important. As it's going to be important for cheese. Oh, what the fuck was going on? The controller was not letting me move for a second. It was just turning the camera on its own.
Is it charged?
Yeah, it's charged. Should it be? Let me check. Yeah. This is a Black Knight. I hate fighting them, at least this early on, but there's a chance of dropping a pretty good item, and there's a ring back there I want, so...
Kansu says, I've only played Dark Souls 1 for about 1,300 hours, but it's fun to watch new playthroughs.
Yeah, I've played this before. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't done the DLC.
Black Knights are so cool.
They are. For Nico here, the lore behind them is they are the soldiers of Gwyn, who have... it's been a very long time since Gwyn linked the fire, right? To bring the Age of Fire together. And these are the stray soldiers that have kind of gone a little nuts. This went so much better when I've done this before.
They can't climb ladders.
Nope. Which is why I was gonna cheese it like that, but for some reason I couldn't drop down and axe them. Oh god, I look like beef jerky! Alright. Time to use 2 humanities.
Conan the Wrinkly Old Man.
Conan the Raisin. So, there is actually a mechanical thing for having humanity. As long as you are human and not a hollow, you can do things like summon allies in the battle, like for bosses. But on top of that, you can get invaded. During my first playthrough of this game, because I didn't want to be invaded constantly while online, I actually stayed hollow pretty much the entire time.
I wouldn't know anything about humanity. Kansu says, don't summon me. I'll glitch into another boss at this area.
You'll glitch like Maneater Mildred does. you.
At least you're strong enough to kill these guys in one hit.
Yeah. Because I'm two-handing weapon. I got a bomb back because I used the one to hit the one guy.
Please keep in mind that Cuz here is a normie.
Ooh, me? I'm not that much of a normie.
Right, but like a lot of my friends are furries.
Oh, that. Okay. When I hear the word normie, I'm used to, I think of the, like, the 4chan use of the word normie.
No, I'm just referring to people who aren't furries.
Use a black firebomb in this asshole. There's actually a chance if you kill this guy, he will drop either his shield or his sword. And I know
if he drops his sword, are you going to use it?
When I have the strength for it, yes. It has a very high strength requirement. 32. Oh, what's up, bitch? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, huh?
I think YouTube might have had a glitch there for a second because you sent the message twice. 3 times.
I see you.
All good. Sometimes that just happens.
Heal. I can stun this guy. Thankfully, this is nowhere near as annoying as another fight that's going to be coming up soon, because we have a friend we're going to be visiting very soon that I hate fighting. But, I need something he has. Fuck you! Time.
Snake Eater.
Now, thankfully, with that, if I kill that guy, he will not respawn. So when he's dead, I can indeed just go down there and grab things if I die again. The black... I'm about to say, where the fuck did you go?
He's still trying to walk to you.
No,
I would say throw a bomb now.
I think I know what the fuck is wrong. I think I can't do like the downward like momentum thing if I'm two-handing. I think it has to be if I'm one-handing. Yeah, okay. All right, nice.
I hit push to talk right as soon as you did that. But Kansu says you can stagger Black Knights, but you need a bigger weapon.
Yeah, I know. But I've only got the axe right now. I mean, I've got the Zweihander, but I don't have the stats for it. Requires a 24 strength right now.
Okay, but where's the Dryhander?
Oh, the Black Knight sword only needs 20 strength, but 18 dex. But, ooh, that 220 strength, that 220 damage is pretty nice, though. I think I'm leveling dex for a little while here soon. Conan is not above using nice swords, and it is not a magic weapon, so he is not going to be, against using it. I think it's the Black Knight Greatsword that requires like a 34 strength. Let's level up a bit. Get a dex set. I'll level up strength for a bit. Oh, actually. No, yeah, because I need to have at least 20 strength for that sword later. And I also need to have a decent amount of strength to use another weapon to get another sword soon.
Real quick, is the audio balance okay? Like the game isn't too loud or anything?
I think I can actually equip that axe to my other hand. Yes! I can only heavy attack with it in my other hand. I can't like I have to block. Alright.
Swing both at the same time and you can cut somebody in half.
Remember in Elden Ring, I got to the point where my equip load, it was so high I could dual wield the golden halberds from the tree sentinel knights. That was just mean. No enemy could survive any attack I gave them. Oh, he dropped the spear. But I already have the winged spear, so it's like, if I want to use the spear, there's that. Now, despite his name being Conan the Barbarian, Conan is actually known for a lot of things. One of his other titles is The Thief. The Sailor. He becomes a king at one point. On the ring. But Conan is he's not the stereotypical fantasy barbarian of just being like a big, just like being caveman. He is an adventurer through and through who has done everything. So I know that a lot of Dungeons and Dragons barbarians are just me big caveman, me beat thing with stick.
I mean, they're also particularly cruel.
We'll be going down there later. Not right now. I want a better weapon before I go down there. I think there's never anything in these barrels. I just like breaking them. There are sometimes things hidden behind the barrels, but never in them. Alright, now, before we start the fight. Up here behind the boss arena. Yeah, what the? I think the stick on my controller is being a little weird. Yeah. Well, I've got fine. We'll be going there later, but not right now. Now I need to remember to do this. Hey, it's Nosferatu Zod! Yes, because I fucked up and stayed up on that ledge too long earlier for the Taurus demon. For the first demon, I'm going to show you what I was going to do in that fight. You can jump down on top of the Asylum demon, and then get a big chunk of damage of his health out of the way. run past her. He can indeed damage you going up the ladder, so I had to take a quick look at this. Three Conan movies. There's Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, and then there's another Conan the Barbarian movie made a few years ago, where with Jason Momoa playing Conan. It's an okay movie. It's not great, but
originally he was played by
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
a good man Arnold. But it is based off of a character obviously named Conan the Barbarian, written by Robert E. Howard, a famous author of the old era of like pulp magazines.
Now I'm just reminded of Dave the Barbarian.
Nah, it's not too off base. Actually, He-Man was originally going to be a Conan toy line, but it got turned into something else down the line. But Conan the Barbarian, obviously, he's crossed over with several characters over the years, like Elric of Melniboné, or he's also done stuff like fought Wonder Woman.
Cause here is a big comic book and fantasy nerd.
Yes, I have ran Dungeons and Dragons since I was 12. Oh, it's our boy! It's the Lair of Astora!
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I
What?
am Lair of Astora, an adherent of the Lord.
Speak up, you're a little low under that helmet.
Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very
Praise
own
the sun.
You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Fuck, now I need... Oh, talk again.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be...
He's gonna say a couple of meme lines here in a second that'll become kind of jokes.
Mere chance. So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Yes.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
White Stein Soapstone.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric.
That line is supposed to explain why there's other players, by the way.
Telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage
in jolly cooperation.
Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature.
I actually have to admit something.
If you miss it,
In my first playthrough of this game, I fucked up and accidentally damaged him at one point. I was running from other enemies because I was in Anor Londo and the Silver Knights were on my ass because I could not deal with the Spear Knights at first. And while trying to attack a Spear Knight, he was in the way of the attack as well. And Solaire was trying to kill me. and I did... Oh, god damn it. I didn't know that was gonna come in right then. In my second playthrough of the game, I am not going to do that. Yeah, so what I need to do now is I'm hoping I can get to the side here before he breathes fire again. Yep.
Kansu says Silver Spear Knights are tough, especially red ones.
Yeah. And now, take that ladder down. Hey, this looks familiar, doesn't it?
Apparently there's some funny stuff you can do with the Hellkite Drake.
Yeah. Use these real quick. I always make sure that I have these on hand at all times instead of using them the moment I pick them up, so I don't fucking lose all my souls. Raise my endurance up so I can have better equip load for a bit. Oh right, I have to go up the ladder. There are actually items you can pick up in game that make it so you don't lose your souls when you die, but they break the moment you die. So they're one use only. They're called the rings. They're called rings of sacrifice. A rare ring of sacrifice will make it so you don't lose your humanity, if I remember correctly. This is always a good place to farm like a good 500 extra souls. Now we just wait for him to jump down so I can run past him. There's the sword we're going to be using for most of the game. Until, though I did just get the Black Knight sword, so...
He did not want you to run away.
Nope. Now, on a different playthrough, I would probably do something here, but I cannot this playthrough. This is where you join the Covenant of Sunlight. I need to have at least 24 faith for that. I can lower it by doing like cooperation things, but now no. Can I even use the claymore right now? Oh wait, I actually can use it right now. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, and I'm still light rolling. Great.
I know there's a manga called Claymore, but I have no idea what it's about.
I think I've read it once. Oh, well. Oh, really? Yeah, one of the reasons I love using this weapon. So, whenever you're running, you get and if you use the attack buttons, you get unique animations for that, right? This is what the Claymore does. Fucking circular sweeping attack.
Yeah!
And you do have to be careful while fighting enemies here, as the dragon can come back at any second. We are looking very good right now. Now there is an enemy up here I will fight later, but not now. There's another Black Knight up there. And he has a chance of dropping the Black Knight Greatsword, which is also a very, very strong weapon.
You also have to be very strong to use it though, right?
Yep. My first playthrough of the game, the weapon I ended up using by the end was a fully maxed out Lightning Zweihander, which dealt obscene amounts of... Umbo, what are you doing?
Hakuna Matata, motherfucker.
Fucking archers.
Those arrows are pretty slow.
Yeah, they're much more manageable than, oh dear God, I've been talking about Elden Ring a little bit, but there's a area in that game that requires you to light a bunch of fires in like a village, right? And while you're doing it, you're being attacked, you're being shot at by Albinauric archers. And the Albinauric archers, now, I mentioned that, in Elden Ring, that there's a group of enemies that basically fire their bows like their railguns. Albinoric archers do the exact same thing, but they shoot 3 arrows at a time. And they have tracking. So I want you to imagine the horrors of homing arrows that are fired 3 at a time. But while that's going on, there's also Black Knife Assassins. And why is that bad? The Black Knife Assassins are completely invisible until they're attacking. Or more than likely stabbing you in the back. That whole area is fucking awful, but it is required to get into the Halig tree to fight Malenia. Got the mystery key. Now, using a heavier weapon like this does have a drawback. We are going to be very slow for a while. Ooh, I forgot to put that item over there. We're about to meet one of the bros of this game, the blacksmith. Yeah. I believe it has to be a specific one, though. I could be wrong there. Something people actually forget about when it comes to using Estus, you can actually use 2 at a time. Which is useful if your health is really low and you need to heal up quite a bit.
The bodybuilder blacksmith, former WWE champion.
Yes. In a world where you have monsters attacking with great lightning bolts, or you have people with giant maces.
He's already dead. You don't have to kick his corpse around.
Yeah, the blacksmith uses no weapons, right? If you attack him, he just straight up kickboxes you to death, or jump kicks. Or wrestles you. It's a little crazy, actually.
He does not want to sully his perfect work.
Keep forgetting to lock on, but then again, I forgot he was gonna come up behind me. Oh, actually, gonna go this way. I'm about to get to a bonfire, so I'm not really worried about using all my Estus right now. Basement key.
He's not a joke on all randomizer run. His jump kicks send you flying.
Yes, they do. I mentioned this a little bit ago, but you can actually kill every single NPC in this game and still beat it. All of them. You will hate yourself for sometimes, as 2 of the NPCs are blacksmiths that reinforce your weapons and armor. Or sell... Oh, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Bro just fucking appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, I hear you shooting arrows.
Not all NPCs are killable.
Oh. I thought all of them could be killed. There.
Big man with a big hammer.
deals a lot less damage than you think he does.
Ow, my head. He still killed you, though.
Yeah, he did. I've actually never died to that thing before, so I'm embarrassed now. I guess I'm close enough to the area that's not gonna take me forever to get back. Try and kill Pumbaa real quick, though.
I thought you were going to try to, like, cook him.
I am. He took damage in the fire.
Kinda got stuck on that pillar there, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting him stuck on the pillars and letting him kill himself in the fire. Oh, I still have these bombs. I didn't end up using all of them when fighting tonight.
I mean, you had like 20 of them.
Yeah. So a few of the black fire bombs too.
Okay, that's a little ridiculous.
Will they send him flying if I roll?
No, he's just stuck.
Yeah. Powder armor. I've never actually got that to drop on any of my playthroughs. I've only gotten the helmet.
Plunging attacks and backstabs work on the boar too.
Yeah. Oh boy. Guess I forgot to kindle that bonfire in the church over there. Oh, alright, before I go fight that guy again, let's go ahead and get this bonfire down here set. You can hear the blacksmith hammering away. We'll go there later. Actually, I'm gonna go there in a minute because I want to talk to the man over there. Oh, Kindle. You can eventually get up to 20 Estus flasks. I have to go kill Pinwheel for that though. Got 2 levels on dexterity there. But for the weapon. Yes, Andrea Bastora. But before that, we're gonna go talk to Sigmire. Sigmire.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or
Yeah, your head's very flat.
The thing just won't stop.
Yeah.
No matter how long I wait. And,
This is onion, bro.
So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Yeah, Sigmire and Solaire are well loved. Partially because they're very, very jovial and jolly characters in a game that's very, very bleak.
They found a reason to live in a world where you die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astoria. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Look at how much of a brick that man is. Look at that. It's... You can understand why people think he's massive, right? Alright, let's reinforce my armor. Purchase item, buy a Titanite shard.
Don't get you neither of it.
Do you have any, yes, I do. Use that. Use the other one. I'm about to fight a boss, so I'm not really worried about using these items right now for making my weapons better.
Need it.
Reinforced weapon. Claymore +1.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither.
Now, let me show you what's down here. Now I run.
That was a boss.
It's not a boss. It's a Titanite demon.
I was just thinking, like, you run in there. This is the Titanite demon. That was the Titanite demon.
Yeah. Alright.
It's like the people who can play Pikmin 2 and just murder everything with the purples.
Yeah.
That was the Snagrit. I'm sorry, I've got Pikmin brain rot.
Well, you've been playing it. You've been playing the entire franchise almost non-stop for like a good couple months.
True. I'm almost done with 4, though. I've still got one more area to 100%.
You gotta finish,
1, 2, and 3.
I thought you beat 1.
I did.
Alright, you gotta finish 2 and 3 then. What's up, buddy?
That formidable oak will really mess you up, though. Apparently, Kansu spotted a summon sign.
I didn't see one a second ago. Oh, there it is. That's a player summon sign. Oh God, they've. Okay, they just have the club. Oh, I thought I chose you. I thought he was dead because he was doing an animation.
I thought that was Patches for a second.
As that's a player character, I believe. Item Titanite shard. All right.
I don't think Kansu even really saw the pre-stream image where I had Nico dressed up as Patches. And he was squatting next to your Volcarona.
Here we go. And now this will take us all the way back down to home. I will probably end up using the Brigand armor the entire fucking game. We are back at the Firelink Shrine.
I'll post it on Discord and you can see it.
A joke idea about essentially playing as Abraham Lincoln for Bloodborne. Because there is a top hat you can get in that game. The rapier dudes are the most annoying when it comes to the Baldur guys. I was gonna gonna try and like sleeping slash that guy so I didn't have to fuck with him too much. There was one more of you fuckers back there.
One of these days, I need to get soundproofing foam.
What am I handing? Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Have one humanity. Yeah, use that because I actually want to. I know I still have my humanity at my spot where I died, but I also want to make sure I have I'm human, like in Summon Solaire. As a, you know, jolly cooperation.
There, now the poster is not falling off the wall. We're using an extra room in the house. We don't have a proper recording studio, we just have a room.
Fair enough. Oh, something I haven't told you yet. It was caught on footage earlier, but enemies can actually heal themselves. Like, a lot of the enemies in this game have, like... All the enemies in this game have, sorry, a lot of the enemies actually have Estus flasks.
You keep firebombing the wall.
Yeah, that guy is dead permanently.
Maybe one of these will be a shiny.
All these guys will come back next time they come through, but, you know. Always break those to be sure there's not an item behind them. Like I said,
you've got a board stuck to you.
Do I?
You did.
Oh.
It was just like hovering behind you. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. But that implies that guy is not like crazy. He still not understands things. He's just being an asshole. Drop an item. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough to just break down that wooden barrier. You had to throw yourself through it.
Yep.
Could you help me? As you can see,
it's Lordran.
Without recourse.
He's definitely not stuck here without recourse. But I'll let you out for now.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lordran of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Yeah, I'll be killing you later. He actually has a very, very important item. It is a ring that we will need later.
Maybe I should do a playthrough of Blue Fire. That's suitably Souls enough.
Oh, is that the kind of Zelda-y game?
It's the 3D platformer that's kind of inspired by Wind Waker, but also like Souls. Is that a player or an NPC?
Yeah, I got invaded by a player.
Oh no.
You asshole.
This isn't you, is it, Kansu? Drag the body around, use it as a shield.
If it worked that way, I would. He's trying to parry me now.
Ah, damn.
You know what? I can't fault him. It's just a thing in the game.
Akonis, you ruined our stream. Thank you.
Thankfully, I have a humanity on me still.
Kansu says he has the Hornet ring on.
Yeah. If you get a visceral after parrying or riposting an enemy, it deals increased damage. That man's just going full Havel. Oh my god. Havel's armor is like I think the best armor in the game for defense. But it is also extremely fucking heavy. And I mean, extremely heavy. Oh, we were petting the cat. Yes, we have a cat in the room. The internet loves cats. She's laying down in her chair. So alright, now I'm going to just let them all follow me up the stairs. I mean up the ladder. They have made a death line for me.
Havel armor is good but not fashionable.
No, I think yeah, that's fashion Souls though.
They just keep coming. A veritable clown car of zombies.
Yep. There's still more coming.
Kansu said there was like 10 in one area.
Yep. Alright.
This is reminding me of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where Frieza just keeps ripping off Nail's arm. And there's just a pile of like 27 there.
Man, I wish they didn't stop making that. No, because it was like the only funny thing they ever made.
I'm half expecting them to like finish off this this creator commentary series they've been doing, and then announce that they're doing the Boo Saga. It's not gonna happen, but
I'd be entertained if they went back and did like the original Dragon Ball. Oh man, it's alright, Solaire. We got a battle on our hands. Yeah, Hevel's armor doesn't need to be upgraded, so...
Team 4-Star, yeah. They're doing a creator commentary for Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They're currently on episode, I think, 48.
Coffee on my nose because it dripped through the fucking bottle.
So are there mods for the PC version of this game that replace the dragons with Hulk Hogan?
I believe so, yes. So Lara, buddy. I need you to get attention long enough for me to get this like kid we'll heal real quick.
So if Solaire dies, you can still summon him, right?
I can summon him, I can summon him for other fights, yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. All I wanted was your tail.
I know there's a lot of people who really like that Gargoyles show.
Oh yeah, it's Gargoyles, the cartoon was really fucking good.
I vaguely remember seeing it on TV, but I've never actually watched it.
Sure, I got coffee on my glass. Give me 1 second, I can get all that off. That's probably why I was having a hard time seeing the boss a second ago, is because I had shit on my glasses.
I got an eye doctor appointment this Wednesday, so hopefully I can get some new glasses. Thought about getting a pair of smart glasses.
Twin Humanities. And I think I got both their weapons, so that's cool.
But yeah, just like a pair of smart glasses, I can look like a total dweeb and be like, glasses, play, whatever. Maybe I can also get like a pair of those augmented reality glasses, so that way I can just like sit on the couch and play a game, and everybody will just be like, what are you doing? There's nothing on that screen. Are you insane?
2 long ladders. 2 long ladders. This is the first bell of awakening. Tail axe pog, yeah. I like the tail axe. I think it deals poison damage. I could be wrong. My first playthrough, I pretty much just went full strength and just had, like I said, the lightning's Y-hander, and that just annihilated everything in sight. I started another character recently called I called him Richard, and he's a cleric. And I've been running around in like the cleric robes with the Drake sword.
So wait, you made a cleric named Richard.
Yes.
So you just made a dick healer?
Actually, funnily enough, the heal spells in this game do have AoE. So you can heal allies with them, depending on which one you're using. There's a...
Greetings. I am Oswald of Careem, the Pug.
Well, pardon me.
To that face. Yet magnanimous.
The tail axe deals only physical, but increases your poison, bleed, and toxic resistances.
Ah. Alright, learn gesture. We come to this guy to request, like, absolution from sins, or to purchase items such as the Homeward Bone and purging stones for reducing curse buildup. He also has a miracle, talisman, and a couple of rings.
No, that wasn't anything. It is only...
There's only 2 healing spells in Dark Souls 1 that heal players, and they're very hard to get.
Yeah.
The future games add a lot more.
Yep. Oh, fun bit. You've probably heard the bell ringing the entire time we've been playing the game, right? That is, every time the bell rings, that is actually when another player that's playing the game rings the bell. In their own server.
That's interesting.
Which I like that it does that.
Part of me feels like when this game first came out, there was just a whole lot of ringing. It was like dong 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 dong.
Let us go and do some leveling. I'll eventually be adding a lot more to my stamina and my health and such. How many dex can I get? Ooh, just 1 away! Just 1 away! God damn, okay. Let's actually go check the stat requirements for the weapon real quick. 20 and 18. Alright, so I need 2 more levels. Alright, so let's go ahead and level up strength once. Rest the way with this, so we'll have 2 levels of dexterity left, and then boom, I can use the Black Knight sword. Hell yeah! Alright, I'm actually feeling good there. Okay, I'm gonna go and reinforce the claymore real quick. One more time. We're about to pay a visit to a friend.
We brought up Dragon Ball Z Abridged earlier. I've been binging Dragon Ball lately, trying to actually get caught up, kind of.
Reinforce it one more time.
I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would.
Don't get yourself.
Yeah, I've always been more of a fan of Dragon Ball because I prefer the adventure aspect of that one more.
Yeah, and it's a bit more comedic.
Yeah, I never really watched Dragon Ball Z growing up. I know a lot of kids did. I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho more than Dragon Ball Z.
I remember when we were kids, you actually got me a copy of Dr. Slump.
Oh yeah. And I do know about raising the strength requirement, but if I have the strength if I actually have the strength to use the weapon, I'm answering a thing from the chat. The scaling will go higher if I actually have the stats for it, you know? Okay. I'm just answering something I saw there. Damn.
I posted the pre-stream image on Discord.
Oh god, the amount of damage this is dealing now is wonderful. I'll go fight the Dark Knight later. Here the rats. Rats are fucking annoying.
I know there's this one website where you can basically get like a customized birthday message from the rats, where you can like put in your name and it'll like say it out loud, but it's done in the most monotone voice. So it's like, Rats. We are the rats. Michael, it's your birthday today. It's just silly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too fun. I want to make sure I have all my Estus flasks for what's about to happen, just in case.
Oh my god, we're at Pittsburgh.
Oh, I forgot I don't have enough. I thought I had enough souls to level up.
Well, you just keep going back and forth and you can grind them up eventually.
Yeah, I'll take a little while for how weak these enemies are, though.
Oh, he just flung that body out of the way.
Hollow warrior armor. Alright.
I will be returning shortly.
Alright. Yeah, a little too cocky there. I feel like waiting for him to come back before we deal with our friend coming up. I will wait right here. I'll read that image. I'll read this though. Be wary of tough enemy. Yeah. Yeah. Do some emotes for a second. Yeah, I'll go grab other items real quick while I'm waiting. I missed some items at the end of the burg earlier anyway, so. Not like I'm not gonna backstab this guy to death in a minute. Kill you fuckers before anything gets too bad. I watch the dominoes fall. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. Working better whenever someone's here to talk with me. Stamina recharge for a second. Boom. Boom. I'm dead. Kick. Run and spiral. I could tell all the glitches you can do in this area. Yeah, I try not to do the glitches in this game on a game. Like, I might one of these days do like a glitch speed run, but I like actually exploring everywhere. Fuck you. Bastards. Tried to spook me, did you? Too bad I saw you coming a mile away. These guys are not too bad for now. The ones with the torches just seem to have an animation that just doesn't start right, however. While you were away, I was gonna go get some of the I went to go get items I missed in the Undead Burg before we went to go meet our friend.
Alrighty, I was just grabbing my hat and doing something in the bathroom. The good news, at least, the holes in my mouth are healing.
Hey. I actually don't think I've ever gotten that item right there. Fuck to get that. Now, I want to use I missed an enemy. Now, time to go meet. Oh boy. Oh, he's not a very good boy. But if I went to go and try and meet him through the other door to the bottom of that tower, he'd try and attack us through a fucking door. So I was like, yeah, let's not do it that way. The first time I played this game, I actually, I tried fighting him normally. Because I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Or max health, let's say health at the max, just in case. You missed it earlier, but this sign here. Be wary of tough enemy.
I mean, you could have just put that at the very beginning of the game.
Hello, Havel.
He landed on you.
Yeah, he did. And this is how we're gonna kill this bastard.
Stab him in the back.
Yeah, backstabs.
You'd think one would be enough.
Not for Havel.
How many hearts does this guy have?
I heard you say heart, so I was like... I think one more will do it.
Did he get you in one hit?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, the weapon he's using, you wanna know how much damage it has? 400? You can actually get it. You can actually get it for yourself. Yeah. We haven't been beef jerkied in a while.
We're back to Conan the Raisin. Conan the wrinkly old scrotum.
Scrotman? Scrotman?
Scrotman the Barbarian.
It was like one more hit for you. Oh, I forgot about the archer up there.
Are these arrows made out of light?
No. He's using crossbow bolts. I've actually never been very good at getting parry times down on this, which is why I always end up just using just two-handing weapons. Even with how high my stamina was in my first playthrough of this, using the lightning's Y-hander, I only ever was able to get 2 hits at a time with like heavy attacks.
I like using weapons that can attack very quickly. Like when I was playing Cult of the Lamb, I always preferred the dagger. Like, yeah, it doesn't do much damage, but it does let you hit pretty quickly.
Alright. 1. Thank God it didn't damage me. 2.
Is there a way you can, like, just do it again really quickly as he stands up?
Yeah, if I get right up behind him as quickly as possible, yeah. Yeah. That's 3. This guy has an item we really want, so that's why I'm killing him now. 4.
Kansu loves using the claws in Elden Ring, very fast and does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and they also cause bleed buildup.
I feel like this is why I made you a cat in, what was it?
Right.
Miitopia.
Devil's Ring, alright.
Because this was the cat that I had on my party in Miitopia.
Okay. So changing the display stats. Look at our equip load. 59 pounds, right? 88.
That's heavy.
Yep.
But is it heavier than the hairpins in Fallout 76?
You know, someone actually mailed a box of bobby pins to Todd Howard. With a note saying, "Weigh these."
Yeah, and then they lowered the weight.
That is one of the funniest things that I know of from that game.
I'm still quite partial to the fact that they advertised canvas bags and instead sent out shitty nylon ones.
And then only gave canvas bags to, like, social media influencers.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Also, the power armor helmet for the special edition had, like, mold in them.
Nah. Things aren't up to the usual Fallout standards. Alright. Oh. Yes.
Bethesda is pathetic.
Did you say Bethesda is pathetic? Ah, yes. It's time to lay waste to Lordran.
What a thrill.
I need to check the attack animation. Do you slice upwards or sideways like the... Upwards, yes! Good. There's a reason why good.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, it was. Now we wait for that thing to drop down again.
Conan the Barbarian is feeling a little dizzy.
Fuck. There's actually one that cut your tail off, asshole.
Fire hot.
It was a good thing that I saved right above this area. I mean, right below this area. Imbued with frightful occult energy, which restores HP upon each hit.
It's a good thing the safe spots are actually safe, for the most part, at least.
Yeah, but enemies can actually come at you with these. So
it's easy to cut off the tail by running across the right side.
That's what I was trying to do, but I ended up getting caught between the toes of the dragon there.
Wow, okay, freak. Conan the Barbarian.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
The tail's gone.
Yep.
I don't know if Kansu's ever seen UHF, or if our Conan the Librarian jokes are going right over her head.
Good movie if you've never seen it.
Got Weird Al Yankovic in it.
Yeah, it's a Weird Al playing a guy who's kind of down on his luck after losing his job, and his uncle gives him a UHF television station. It doesn't really exist anymore, but it's like cheap local stations.
Yeah, so, like, at points in the movie, there are, like, fake commercials for, like, TV shows and movies and stuff that they are on the channel. And it's stuff like Wheel of Fish.
That crazy guy who has, like, 1 million fucking animals in his apartment.
We don't need no stinking badgers, yeah. There's also, Gandhi 2. He's back
and he's pissed.
Yeah. And Conan the Librarian is one of the commercials.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
These kids come in with like an overdue book and he like cuts one of them in half.
Oh god, this is a great weapon. I assume I can only upgrade it with Twinkling Titanite.
What was it he says at the end of that one Jerry Springer type show commercial? Isn't it like Nazi lesbian hookers from outer space?
Something like that. Actually, there's a video by a channel I follow, and they did a thing where after Jerry had died, where they pulled out his book that one of them had gotten autographed by Jerry Springer at random, because he was just doing a book signing at like a Sears or something.
Wait, I didn't realize Jerry Springer died.
He's been dead for like a year.
Wow, how did I not realize that?
All right, my suggestion for who is, I don't know,
Kansu?
Yeah, Kansu. For when it comes to Conan, if you have a PlayStation 3, there is a Conan the Barbarian video game that's very fun. It plays a bit like God of War does. But there's also the 2 movies, which we mentioned earlier. There are several Conan comic books that are all very good. Oh, alright, grab that.
I'm pretty sure there's also like an online Conan game.
Yes, there's a video game called Conan Exiles. You don't play as Conan in that one. You play in the world of Conan. But the 2 Arnold movies, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer, are very good. The Red Sonja and the Cull of Atlantis movies are very bad. I bring those up because they are both characters that are also made by Howard that take place in the world of Conan. And Conan is a very famous, like, fantasy hero.
If I could sing backwards, I would have done Snake Eater. Just have it be in reverse.
Time to open up a shortcut. And now, we go. A lot of the areas in the first half of the game are all interconnected to each other, like, constantly. We're about to fight an annoying boss. Not because it's hard, but because it has fucking dogs with it. The boss itself is extremely easy, but for some reason, FromSoft's like, hey, why don't we give it a couple of dogs that show up to fight alongside it? The torch guys are actually annoying. Not because they're hard, but their animation's a little wonked out. They can just sort of start their attack animation and without having any sort of wind up to it.
Kansu says there's Conan Exiles and Conan Chop Chop.
I've never heard of Conan Chop Chop, but Conan Exiles is the online one.
I think Chop Chop is actually a newer game, and it's got like a cyanide happiness style art style. So they're all like very cartoony.
I did mention it a little bit earlier, but as I mentioned that he has comic books, but some of them are things like crossovers with him fighting like Wonder Woman, or he's been okay, yeah, I think I've seen that before. Conan. Oh, thank God I didn't fall to my death there. But besides that, he's also had crossovers with characters such as Elric, which I've talked to you about Elric before and how much I love him. But in the current, if he was, he's been licensed by Marvel twice. And I'm not. Yes, The Coming of Elric. I'm not a big fan of his recent Marvel run. There's a couple of okay, like there's a couple of okay stories he was involved in. For the most part, I don't like the idea of having Conan be like a member of the Avengers.
Wait, is he a member of the Avengers?
Yeah, in the recent Marvel run, yeah.
Kansu only knows Elric from Full Metal Alchemist.
Actually, it's funny you mention that. The reason Edward and Alphonse have the last name Elric is because the mangaka for Full Metal Alchemist is a fan of the character Elric of Mount Ibanez. Elric is a very, very popular character over in Japan, to the point where famous artists, for fuck's sake, these guys always get me.
They just ganged up on you, though.
Yeah. The concept artist who was behind pretty much every character design for Final Fantasy 1 through 10 is an extremely big Elric fan. He's done official artwork of the character for the Stormbringer role-playing game, which is a tabletop role-playing game set in the world of the Young Kingdoms, aka the universe of Elric.
Grig's stuck in door.
What?
That's what Kansu said, was Greg stuck in door.
Oh. Yeah, I'll get him out later. I know he's down there. I just don't have the key to get him out right now. I know where to buy it, just haven't bought it yet. I need to... Conan is known for using shields often, and might have much better equip load right now, so I'll use a shield for deflecting for a bit. I hate dogs in these games. Like, I don't hate dogs. I hate dogs in these games because they're. Oh. I thought you were slick, didn't you? Nail breaker. Stupid dog, you make me look bad. It's just me in here right now. Imagine if you were a dog in these games. I looked down for a second to check chat, and the dog got me. Well, hello, kitty. Campbell decided to come out from behind the chair and say hello. Black leather armor and the thief mask and the target shield. Alright. Alright, so this is the boss I mentioned a minute ago that's not hard. It's just annoying because of the enemies that are with it.
Pluto's got the early 2000s Godzilla right now.
Oh, nice. Oh, early 2000s Godzilla, never mind.
Yeah, the bad one.
I heard Godzilla. My first thought was maybe it's one of the Toho ones, but no, it's This is the Capra Demon. As mentioned before, he is not actually a hard fight. The biggest problem is the dogs that are with him. Key to depths.
That's what you get for not being quiet in the library.
Be quiet in my library. Oh, wrong way. Estes?
I feel like if I'm going to do a playthrough of Pikmin 4, I'm going to do the Joker.
No, Jonkler, it's a Pikmin.
There are no laws against the Pikmin, Batman! Yeah, I used the character creator in Pikmin 4 to make the Jonkler. Specifically the Heath Ledger, well, not the Heath Ledger, the Joaquin Phoenix Jonkler.
Got 2 twin humanities that 2 large souls of lost undead. Let's use these. I'm about to set up a shortcut. I'm gonna head back to Firelink Shrine for a second and do some leveling and reverse hollowing. Here's a useful friend.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy?
Yeah, I'll buy some of your moss.
Okay, Stitch. I said okay, Stitch. So I didn't get the hype for a long time about Pikmin, but seeing how excited Cuz here was for Pikmin 4, I was basically convinced to give it a try for myself.
Yeah, when Pikmin 4 was announced, I'm not kidding when I say I was much more excited for a Pikmin game than I was the new Legend of Zelda. That's the level of, like, excited I was on. And there's a new Zelda every few years. There hasn't been a new Pikmin game in a decade.
So did you hear about the Wizard of the Coast using AI thing?
Yes, I did. It's worse than just that, though.
It was an artist they've been working with for years, and he didn't tell them that he was using AI.
Oh, no. Because I don't believe Wizards of the Coast didn't know.
I don't either.
As it was almost immediate whenever people were calling out the guy and using it. And Wizards of the Coast has been getting lazier and lazier with their artwork and designs for everything. So I do believe that they knew, but they were just trying to save face.
They basically had the sad JPEG ready to go.
We're sorry. Alright, let's level up the vitality a bit so I have more health. Level 27, yeah. Oh, reverse hollowing. Sorry. That's one of the funnier bits. That's one of the... I don't know if you've seen these yet, but there's a couple of episodes of South Park that are making fun of the BP oil spills and how badly BP, like, responded to them.
Yeah, I remember when that happened.
And it gets to the point where the oil spills accidentally summon Cthulhu from the sunken city of Relay. And those are tied in also to the superhero things that kids do occasionally. And Cartman becomes best friends with Cthulhu. Because of course he does. They kill Justin Bieber in those episodes.
Hello there.
Oh, hello, Petrus.
I realize that I have requested that...
Okay, I'm just going to read you this.
But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here.
And I want you to understand that this had people freaking out for a bit.
No, go ahead.
What is the announcement?
Oh, hello.
The tale of the Hollow Knight is coming to a close. The newest Under Night in Birth installment has arrived.
Goodbye soon. It was a
Oh
pleasure.
god, that's a series that exists.
A lot of people were just like, oh shit, Hollow Knight? Oh. Well, okay.
You have a visitor. Kitty's walking around.
Hi, Campbell.
So these are the clerics of Thorland.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy.
I'm not ragged right now.
The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Conan would have your head for that.
Conan. Want to repeat that?
Conan would have your head for that?
No, the fucking whatever this guy is doing. Let me listen to this.
Sounds like his mouth was stitched shut.
You are undead
scrutinize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Alright. Away we go.
Just remembered there's a game coming out later this month that I'm excited for.
What?
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Oh, that's the
Jet Set Radio spiritual successor.
Yeah,
the one made by Team Reptile.
The thing I'm the most excited for right now, as you probably know, is Armored Core.
Oh yeah, and that's also coming out later this month.
God, I have waited so long for an Armored Core 6.
Andrew's a long-term FromSoft fan.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny. Most people get their start playing FromSoft games with Dark Souls. I started with Armored Core.
I started with Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Oh yeah, Petrus. Yeah, that guy is awful. But yeah, I played Armored Core years ago and didn't take the Souls plunge until last year. And it's funny because I'm seeing all these channels on YouTube like Smotown or Vadi Video or Zero Lenny and things like that. And their whole thing for years has been doing challenge runs of Souls games or the lore of like FromSoft titles. And none of them have ever played an Armored Core game before then.
Didn't they have to specify that Armored Core 6 will not play like a Souls-like?
Yes, because people were... Because some people are like, is it going to be Souls Core?
See, I'm just wondering when they're going to make a Cookies and Cream 2.
But, though, I did mention Vadi Vidya. Vadi fucking bought every single Armored Core title.
That sounds like a lot of money.
It was. He bought them all on eBay and played through every single one of them. He actually recorded himself doing so, and there's like a video that's just him talking about his journey through each title.
To be fair, it should have had Elden Ring say from the creators of Armored Core, because Armored Core came first. $3,000, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... A lot of those games are, like, very, very hard to come by.
I saw Armored Core 5 at our local game store, and it was quite a bit of money.
Yeah, Armored Core 5 and Verdict Day are pretty good. I'm more of a fan of 4 and 4 Answer. Actually, 4 and 4 Answer are like my favorite FromSoft game. Well, I count them as one game since one's a sequel to the other.
Now, did you ever play Evergrace?
I don't think so, no.
Because that was one of their PlayStation 1 games. That was also kind of janky.
I actually
it
want to play...
has an interesting soundtrack.
I want to play Kingsfield.
Isn't that like a first-person dark fantasy dungeon crawler?
Yes. That is my type of game. I love dungeon crawlers.
And you said you had never heard of Echo Knight. That was the mystery horror game.
Yeah, no, I had not. Oh. Dark Spirit Spicy Onion. Where is he, though?
They also made Otogi, didn't they?
I think so. I don't know.
Wait, no, maybe they didn't make it, but they did publish it.
I don't know every game that FromSoft has made. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's got a rapier like an asshole.
Okay, no, it was developed by FromSoft and published by Sega. Released for the Xbox. And only the Xbox.
Oh, he's got 2 rapiers. What the fuck?
Wait.
Oh, he's got a fire rapier.
Is this like a player character?
Yeah, this is someone... Where? Oh, no, it's... That's why he's... Oh, I see what's going on here. See how little damage I'm dealing? Yeah, that's like it's one of those high-level guys that just like to invade for the fun of it.
Well, thank you for ruining our stream, Spicy Onion.
It's the second time I've been invaded this stream. Oh. Well, I'm all the way back here.
I'm just wondering if it'll get to the point where somebody who actually did invade us watches the VOD and they're like, hey, that's me.
I would like to say that. It'd be funny.
We just get a comment from somebody called Spicy Onions, like, get wrecked.
Actually, I mentioned Zero Lenny a minute ago. I watched his Can You Beat Dark Souls 2 with the Wii Zapper video recently. Because for people who don't know, the Dark Souls 2 like has for some reason actually has programmed in controls for playing it with Wiimotes. Which leads me to believe, and not just me, but multiple others, that at one point in time these games were going to get Wii ports.
I saw a thumbnail for a video. I didn't actually watch it, but it was somebody saying, can you beat Persona with only Joker using a Mandrake?
But, so since those have those inputs, the guy did a run of the game using only crossbows while using the Wiimote, and he kept getting invaded by the same guy every time he was streaming for a little while. Hello, kitty. Taking a quick second to pet the scratch and get... Oh.
So I've heard good things about Street Fighter 6. A lot of people are having fun with it, and it's getting a lot of people into fighting games.
It might be an okay game. I've actually never been a big Street Fighter guy. I've always been more of a Tekken and a Soul Calibur kind of dude.
I mean, Tekken 8 is coming out sometime soon.
Oh, yes, I'm very, very happy about that. I wouldn't mind another Soul Calibur, though. I actually really like those.
Well, let's hope Soul Calibur 7 has some powerful character creation tools so you can make some real monstrosities.
Oh, yeah, that's part of the fun of those.
Because Street Fighter 6 made it so that you can make some real messed up people.
I doubt it'll ever happen, but I would love them to go full like Smash Ultimate with one of those.
Just have like a bunch of crossover characters?
No, having all of the crossover characters that have been in the game.
So you can have like Link, Yoda, Darth Vader, Spawn,
Kratos.
Just all of them?
Yes.
I don't know if Nintendo would be down for having Link in it.
Well, Link was in the game at least once, you know.
Yeah, in the GameCube version, exclusively, and if they're gonna make this one like a multi-console game, then they're not gonna have Link show up on like the Xbox or the PlayStation.
Yeah, I think they would do it only because you know, they might owe Nintendo might owe a couple of favors to other companies for letting them have their things on the Wii. Not the Wii, on like the Switch.
I imagine if there is going to be another Smash Brothers, it's just not going to live up to Ultimate. Like, there are so many third-party characters in Ultimate. I mean, we've got fucking Ryu, we've got Steve, we've got Sora. We're just not going to have that again unless Nintendo's willing to pay out the big bucks for something like, I don't know, Like who else is like a really big video game character that they could put into Smash Brothers at this point? Like people kept saying like Doom Guy was going to be in it, and you know they got a Mii fighter costume at least. But
I would like Kratos or Dante.
Some people are saying Crash Bandicoot.
Thank you.
I mean Dante also got a Mii fighter character skin.
I do agree that I feel like Smash is probably done by now.
Yeah.
I'm fine, thanks.
This is our bro teaches us pyromancies.
I also feel like if they are going to do anything else with Ultimate, like I've heard rumors that they're planning on doing like another Fighters pack. I don't believe it, but you know, Sakurai's not even involved anymore.
Yeah.
So I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I want to get that item, but at the same time,
like the man's in his 50s and he suffered some real bad health problems with the games lately. So it's just like he needs a break.
There. I forgot that guy was down there.
That being said, I've seen some really nice character mods for Smash, and I kind of want to mess around with them. Like Smash Infinite.
Remember Project M, which was like the melee one?
Yeah, see, Infinite is less concerned with balancing the game and more so just like trying to fit as many characters as humanly possible.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Like they've got Toho characters in it. They've got all of the characters that were in Ultimate and.
Help me! Hate those things. Key.
There's also a few fan games. I've kind of thought about making one of my own, but having it be like the Super Smash Brothers role-playing game. Just, you know, just to be funny.
Alright. Level up. Yes, I can. Put our endurance up one more time.
Doing the test recording yesterday, I mentioned, like, what if the Knight from Hollow Knight was in Smash Brothers, and the only way you could use your Smash moves was to have the soul meter built up.
Kindle the flame. I got the sack hood earlier. Oh, there's a summon sign here. I love that, Father Bayoka. That's wonderful.
Is that a player?
Yeah, it's a player character. I'll summon Father Bayoka. That is a character from a book series and a TV show on Netflix called The Last Kingdom. And Father Bayoka is like he's a Catholic priest. And he's a very important character in those books. He's one of the very few people that can keep he's one of the very few characters that can keep the protagonist in check.
Where's the Father Ted summon?
I don't know.
I've heard about this this lost media thing that was the original ending of the Father Ted TV show. And it was supposed to be like a whole lot darker than it actually ended up being. Because in the final episode, he saves another priest from committing suicide. So he's basically like forgiven by the church.
Right.
But in the original ending, what ends up happening is, for whatever reason, he's not able to go back to being like a regular priest. So he sees that same priest going to jump off the ledge again. So instead he crawls out the window and asks him to move up a bit.
Oh, 1 second. There's the New York rat.
The giant rat that makes all the rules.
I see what
Campbell's
kind of...
scratching at the door.
Yep.
Should I
see what
let her
kind
out?
of troubles we can get ourselves into. Yeah, you can let her out. More rats! Rats! Heal. Yeah. That is an actual player. It's the same thing for invasions.
Well, I knew that much, but I didn't know if the summons were like AI controlled or not.
Yeah, no. Whenever you place a summon sign, you basically wait for the other player to bring you into their world.
Father Bioka and Conan the Barbarian, the crossover we didn't know we needed.
Climb!
It'd be hilarious if we ran into another Conan, though.
I know for a fact people have done a Conan run of this game before. All right.
So I know there's very limited options for like messages.
Yeah, how it works is you have like a set list. You have set like options you can pick as a to send a message, which isn't too awful. I'm coming through here. I'm leaving this area as fast as possible. Because there are basilisks down here. And I hate basilisks. Whoop. Oh, there's Bayoka. He went the long way around. He'll open this door up here. He already opened the door. He's just fucking murdering everything in sight. Jesus Christ. I wanted to go kill that mage earlier because if I don't, he can buff the boss that's coming up and make him stronger. Which, is not very fun. You can still summon the actual NPC characters too alongside players as well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could only have one summon out at a time.
Nope, you can have two. There's a mod for Elden Ring that lets you summon up to 20 people at once.
That sounds like chaos.
Yeah, it raises the health and poise of bosses so high. You might have seen this before.
The Gaping Dragon?
Yeah. Even if you haven't played the game, there are some bosses in this game that are very iconic that people have memed about, talked about for years. The Gaping Dragon, Ornstein and Smough, Gwyn himself.
I've heard this boss is particularly not great.
No, it's pretty easy. I seem to remember to deal enough damage to its tail so I can get the weapon and it drops before anything. I think it takes a little bit of extra damage if you attack the tail as well as cut it, as well as getting an item for it. Well, they both have lightning spear. See, the tail made it so when it does the that It can't hurt me. no.
Hey, Father Bioka, if you're watching this, you're a real one. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Bioka, I failed you.
Will he still be there if you go back?
I can have up to 3 phantoms, apparently. I only thought I could have 2. No, he won't be back there anymore.
Oh.
Use the humanity. I'm wanting to make sure that I remain human during this playthrough most of the time, because that's part of the fun of it is going to be that. He hasn't had time to reset his summon sign either. I forgot to talk to Lautrec back at Firelink, so I can't summon him as a phantom right now here. I can summon Solarian in a second, however. Thankfully, that mage from earlier, those do not respawn. There are very few enemies in this game that do not respawn whenever you kill them the first time.
But if you beat the boss, you can't get invaded.
Alright.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just mentioned that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I can. I just don't like fighting down in that part because the basilisks are not fun to fight. Stellaire! Thank you. The thing with the basilisks is they deal curse buildup. Now, curse is much more easy to manage in Dark Souls 1, in this version of Dark Souls 1 than it was at release. Dark Souls 1 at release, just to tell you how curse works, is it drops your maximum health by half, right? Until you heal your curse. But during release, you could get cursed again, and your half was dropped by another half.
Yeah, Kansu's corroborating that. It was worse in the original version.
Yes. That was one of the things that got fixed with subsequent releases and patches. There's a lot of interesting things when you look into like the patch notes for older editions of the game. For not just Dark Souls, but for things like Bloodborne. One of the things you could do in patch 1.1, like 1.0 of Bloodborne, is there's an enemy in Bloodborne called a Winter Lantern. The Winter Lanterns cause frenzy buildup, which is essentially this game's equivalent of madness. What did that get? It's madness going crazy, essentially. Let me heal top on this in case. And in 1.0, you could use the wooden shield to block frenzy buildup. And how frenzy works is if it fills up, you lose like a large chunk of your health in like one go. Yeah, you can have up to 1/16 of your HP in patch 1.0. Alright. I want to go level up before I start descending into Blighttown. Yeah. I think what will happen is I'll go level up, and then next time we stream, I will make our way to the bottom of Blighttown, and we'll make our way to Anor Londo. What do you think?
That sounds like a plan.
I'll walk over a box.
Now, this won't be next week, will it?
Next Sunday, or whenever you're good to go.
I wasn't sure if we were doing this every other week or not.
I would say we should keep consistent.
Okay, so I guess,
All right, do I want now? Real question is, do I want more health or do I want more damage? I want more health. Realize that the fights soon are gonna start getting a little difficult with that low of health. Next time I level up, it'll be my endurance.
Alrighty. And yeah, maybe next week we can do this again.
And we'll jump. Yes, we did it. Conan's adventures in this world are coming together. Before we end, I'm actually going to make my way towards our blacksmith friend. Fucking frick. Make our way towards our blacksmith friend so they can see what I need to upgrade the Black Knight sword.
So we talked about this earlier. The way that we were planning on doing it was for a couple of streams we'll do Dark Souls, and then for the next couple of streams we'll do Cult of the Lamb. Just kind of alternate.
Yeah.
I'll probably be recording some more Cult of the Lamb here in a bit, but for right now, I've just been focusing on recovering from my wisdom teeth extraction. Which I'm pretty much almost healed up, so that should not be a problem anymore.
Nope, God damn it. I'm not fighting anybody right now. Let me go. You know what? We'll go check what I need to upgrade later. I should have just been fighting.
I was about to say, you could have just swung your sword and killed those two zombies that were blocking the doorway.
Yeah, I could have. In some games, when you roll into enemies, you can kind of stun them for a second. Oh, I guess we end on looking like, oh boy, you've seen better days.
Conan the Raisin.
Check, what's my durability at right now? Yeah, sword's doing pretty good. But finally, let's just put this, let's just go ahead and place this in the equipment spot. Because, Jesus fuck, we're about to deal with a lot of poison. And, I guess I bid everyone adieu. Next time on...
Thank you for watching.
Next time on Dark Souls, we will descend into the depths of Blighttown, and then ascend up to the resplendent holy city of Anor Londo, home of the gods. Till next time, you all, have a nice night, have a nice week, stay safe.